score. I like that. A score. Welcome, and welcome back. And we have part 4 of our series coming up. And interesting topic, which we kind of did just now. One of the things that I've learned as a therapist, as somebody who's been around for a while, we've been married how long?
32 years.
We've been married 32 years. We have 2 children. We've lived, we've suffered, we've grueled through life, through faith, through birth, and through tragedies and losses throughout our marriage. And we're still together, and we are united.
Why so serious?
One of the things that I've noticed is, and one of the most dangerous signs, is when I see a couple that is very serious, I know the relationship is stressed. When everything is deadly serious. I learned this from my clinical training, but I've seen it in us. I've seen it in other couples. And one of the myths that's out there, the outright lies that's out there, but purposefully or not, and it's really damaging, is, how would you describe it in your words?
That life, marriage is very serious and is to be taken very seriously. And that can be one of the mistakes too. Sometimes when you do premarital counseling, it has this weight, like, okay. Oh yeah, this is important.
This is going to be and so but ends up, the lie that really ends up happening is when a couple gets to a point where it becomes so serious, but it's partially because you feel like life is too busy, money's too tight, time is too precious to waste it on fun.
Frivolity.
The frivolous things, on the silly things of life. I'm a mother, I'm a father. We got a mortgage, we got a rent, we got a this, we're getting ready to move.
Isn't it sort of like the feeling that being an adult is serious?
That's right, adulting.
Immature people got time for all of that silliness and that playing around. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
That's what happens.
That's right.
And you bring that mindset into your marriage because it is serious. But there still has to be time for, as you would say, for play.
Play is one of the most important qualities of being alive, of being a human. All intelligent animals play, so it's not just a human thing. I think that it is part of creation. I think it is part of God's nature to have humor, to have play, to laugh, to be silly, to use our imagination not to escape reality, but creatively to enjoy.
Right.
Things. I put any kind of recreation in that category. I could in that category for a marriage. Everything from being able to have jokes with each other, laugh not at each other, but laugh with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I put into that the holiday recreational things that you do that are just fun and joyful with you and your kids. I'll put the things that you do during the spontaneous things, the dates and all that. It's not drudgery that makes marriage stick. It's the commitment, of course, but in the friendship, the joy comes and the gratitude. You mix those two together. Put some joy, and put joy in one hand and gratitude, you mush them. You're going to have a sense of fun, playfulness. And here's the great irony. Fun is very serious business. If a lot of couples that I've seen, I've literally had to urge, suggest, demand that they spend fun time together. Shelve the topic for a while. Do something that you used to do before that's fun, that'll make both of you laugh.
Yes. I know when I was thinking about who I wanted to marry, and I made a list of things that I was praying for, and one of the things I put was a sense of humor. And you are funny. You're funny even when you're not trying to be funny. And that helps.
What do you mean, funny like a clown? What do you mean, like funny like a... No, sorry.
And that just helps because life is serious.
Yes.
And I feel like the fact that you and I can laugh and have a good time together is another way that we emotionally, we connect.
Absolutely. Look, I have the fun side. I also have the worry. Once things get problematic, I go into a very opposite mode. And you're one of the people who always brought a sense of joy, a sense of lightness, where you would remind me to keep that spirit, because it would go away quick. All it takes is a couple of events, and then it just goes there. But you've always kept that even when there's not a lot, you make that lot fun and light for us, for our kids growing up. And even now, I think some of the best times we've had have been adventures, or sometimes birthday parties that we've had together with funny themes and the like. But fun is serious. And so don't believe the lie. I don't think anybody intentionally tells you this lie. But what happens is when your marriage is going through distress, as the economy is going through its, what's going on with the world, we can make, or especially if there's been wounds and damages in your marriage, please, please, please realize the power of keeping the fun in place, having it structured. Ecclesiastes 9:9. If you want a spiritual reference, I think sometimes believers don't take this seriously. It is enjoy life with your wife. The wisdom of, if we don't have joy, life becomes just a drudgery. But that drudgery comes really from a lack of gratitude, a lack of really being present, a lack of really being what we need to be as people. And if you don't have that in your marriage, something is going to be missing. So it's a vicious cycle. On one hand, stress in the marriage, of the arguing, there's some issues and tensions will drain all of the joy out, and it'll leave two people like this. So you got to put things in place so that recreation, fun, light time between you and your spouse is in your schedule. Do not schedule out the fun.
Yeah, I think about, oftentimes couples say, we're really busy, we don't have any money, and fun doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Fun just needs to be thought about, like something that you would like or something that I would like, that just for that, it's exactly that. For a moment, we get to forget about everything else and just enjoy each other's company.
I want to give you a little bit of irony, a suggestion. If you feel that your marriage has been somewhat lacking in laughter, lightness, something you just both enjoy doing, I want you to have an emergency meeting and make it serious in a funny way and say, tonight, after this video, we are going to plan our next date night after we discuss some possibilities, no matter what money we've got. We're going to plan our next overnight stay somewhere. Whether it's a week or, man, we don't have the money, it may take us 3 months, but we're going to plan it now, urgently. Make it fun with your spouse. Make it play the role of seriousness about how important it's going to be. But regularly, I want to encourage you, keep enjoying life with your wife and your husband. This has been great.
This has been great.